Hello and welcome back to Meal Kit Reviews. I've got the 511 Rapid Assault shirt. Now, for those of you that may need to wear body armour, you've probably come across this type of design of shirt before, right? There's, a number of manufacturers out there that actually make very similar garments to this. I have found in the past that although with some manufacturers you pay good prices, right, unfortunately what you don't get is the quality that you need. Now, taking into consideration the design of this shirt is for hands-on tactical use, the quality needs to be exceptionally good. Right, if not, you're going to find you're going to end up with sleeves getting ripped out of it, and you're going to end up throwing them in the bin and replacing them too often. Right, now, one thing I will say, and I'll say this hand on heart, and I think I can stand by my laurels on this, right, for the 3 years that I've been running this channel, I have never experienced a quality issue with 511. Now, to me, that tells me an awful lot, and this is why my son and I, have 511 at the top of our shopping list, right, when we need hands-on equipment. But that's enough of me waffling. Right, let's give you a run round on this shirt. The sleeves are a polycotton ripstop, right, which is great. Right, it's just standard sort of polycotton. I don't know if you can actually see the pattern in there, but it is definitely polycotton ripstop. You've got nice big, and I mean big, right, these are great, right, Velcro adjustable cuff adjusters on both arms. I say a bit daft if it was only on one. Right, the elbows and forearms are reinforced. Okay, so, and again that's with the ripstop material. Work your way up the arm, angled sleeve pockets. Now these are huge. Right, you've got at least 100mm square Velcro loop panel there. Right, a bar up the top, probably take a nameplate, blood group, so forth. Right, but when you open this up, right, this is a big pocket. Right, you easily get notebook, pens, right, mobile phone, whatever you need to stash in there, field dressing. The left sleeve is exactly the same as the right one, apart from it's on the other side, of course. Right, it's a half zip design, YKK zippers. When you've zipped that right up the top, there's that nice fleece cover there for the zip. There's nothing worse than having a zip rubbing your chin, especially if you've got a beard like me as well, right? The hair that gets caught in those, and it is a bit painful when it gets wrenched out. Right. When you move away from the arms, the rest of the shirt changes. The shoulders themselves are still polycotton ripstop, right, but they're a saddle design. There's no seams that run over the top of your shoulders, so you're not going to suffer the problem sorry, of any backpack or body armour rubbing those seams into your shoulders. So that is a big plus with this design. I've actually seen other makes and designs of this shirt that have got some horrendous seams up across the top of your shoulders, and I've got to say it was a good job that I noticed it when I noticed it, because I shouldn't have done it really, but there was a guy about to buy them and I said, are you sure you want that? And he changed his mind. The rest of the body of the shirt, come away from where your body armour is going to be, is made of a much softer, although very strong material that is incredibly breathable. Right, now when it comes down to, I say, incredibly breathable, 511 have actually taken the time to actually look at the way that the shirt is designed, right, and the needs of the operator that is wearing it. Now, the actual main body is a very stretchy knit fabric, so you've got plenty of movement in there. But then when you come down to the sides, just trying to find where this actually starts. It starts just underneath your bicep, and it comes down underneath and down both sides. You have a mesh materials. If this wasn't breathable enough, they've gone to the extent of putting a mesh material all the way down, so you've got it down both sides and up underneath your armpits, which is pretty much worth its weight in gold addition, if you ask me. Right, all the stitching, I mean, sorry, I forgot to mention this, you've even got a panel of that stretch mesh material up the top of your back, just where you get hot and sweaty. Right, so obviously that will help alleviate that. I have not experienced any unnecessary overheating and sweating problems wearing this shirt. It washes really well, it dries nicely. The sleeves you iron, right, basically everywhere where there's the polycotton ripstop material you iron, the body you don't. Right, it's as simple as that really. Sizing. I'm a 52 chest, I order XXL. That ties in with what 5'11" actually show on their website as being correct for me. And it works out perfect. I don't have a problem with it. My son is a 44 and he orders size large, which again ties in with 5'11" sizing chart. Right, so no issues at all on size. I get asked a lot of questions on that subject. Never had a problem. The only problem we did have, and it wasn't a problem, that's unfair. The Bristol Parker, they came up a little bit small, but not so seriously enough where you'd have to return it. It was just that little bit smaller than what I would have expected in a XXL from 5'11". But out of all the kit that we've got, and if you're a subscriber and a regular viewer, you'll know it's a lot. I don't think that's bad going. Right, one problem, no, correction. Right, one slight issue, which wasn't anything that caused the problem. Right, but there you go. But I did actually mention that in the Bristol Parker video, and at the end of the day, if it's one of those things that you feel that you might need that bit of extra space, go the next size up. The one thing I will say, that I have a tendency to do this when I'm ordering online, it's obviously it's different, as you know, than actually walking in a shop and throwing something on. When I order online, with a lot of the ordering pages on websites, you have a sort of like a notes section on there where you just put in little notes and what have you to the seller. Always put in there, this is to fit a 52 chest. Right, could you make sure that it does, please? Right, that way you don't find that you've been sent something that doesn't fit when you undo the packaging. It's all time and aggravation and money to send it back, right? So I just do that as a matter of course, and I just don't get this problem. If you do put that information in and when it arrives, right, it doesn't fit, then well, that's down to the seller, right? You've given them the information, they can pay to have it returned, right? It's not down to you. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's not down to you. If you're new to Milk It Reviews, sorry, please hit the subscribe button. That way you get the updates as and when review videos are published. If you have any questions relating to this or anything else that you've seen, please feel free to drop me a line. I really don't mind answering your questions for you. Okay, in the meantime, thanks for watching, and a big thanks to all those people that leave feedback. I must admit, it's nice to know from my end that people find the reviews helpful. I know that I turn to the internet a lot, especially if I'm ordering online, right, because you're not having that hands-on experience in the shop, right? It's something, to me, it means a lot, and it's something that I do an awful lot, and I know you guys do too, so this is what really spurs me on to keep these reviews coming. Right, it's always as and when we've had bits and pieces, right, and we've used them for a while. It's never a case of undo the packet and publish it, right? This has always been used, washed, ironed, right, abused, washed, ironed several times before it actually lands up hitting your screen. So it's a real hands-on experience when you watch the reviews. Right, any problems, any questions, drop me a line. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.